So today is the 30th January 2022. 222. So today is our fun aging day. Today is a Sunday and we have a call fun aging, and today's topic is manipulation. Oh, what a terrible word. Everything that brings up, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, mod, online, shots, boys, and beyond. So, what is manipulation to you guys? Madhuji, Sangeeta. Manipulation का क्या मतलब है? All the DJCCs and all the press juniors. DJCC तो मैं मालूम है ना आपको. Decisions, D, decision, J, judgment, C, conclusion, C, computation, and best juniors is P is for projection, E is for expectation, S is for separation, R is for separation, then there is best junior, J is for judgment, and R is for rejection. Everywhere we function from that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, pod, online, short, boys, and beyond. I assume you said yes. Hi, Angela.
Good morning. Very good morning.
Very good morning. So it was you who said manipulation?
Yes, it was me.
You are the culprit for such a bad word. Such an awful word, manipulation.
Yeah, true. So, I am the mean person who wants to manipulate.
I know, you're so bad you want to manipulate people. Everything that brought up, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, pod, online, short, boys, and beyond. So what is manipulation to you guys? Hello?
Having your own way.
Is that manipulation?
As in by hook and crook.
I like that. Hook and crook. Interesting. Hook and crook.
So, as they say, everything is fair in love and war. So,
okay, cool. I never thought of like that. How does it get any better than this, and what else is possible? Could it be creating a connection?
yeah, I never thought of like that. Manipulation has actually been always associated with being mean in my universe.
So true. I grew up like that. Everybody, it was so funny. Everybody said, don't manipulate. That one is a manipulating. And I now recognize that they were, including me, were all the time manipulating ourselves, manipulating the flowers, manipulating people, manipulating children. All the time we are manipulating. Building a connection with somebody, creating a connection with somebody. Is that a manipulation? Can you do it with somebody who isn't willing to have the manipulation? Can you manipulate somebody who is not willing? Let me put it the other way around. Okay. So have you noticed that people who say that they do not want to be manipulated, or that manipulation is a wrong thing? The energy that we all have about manipulation, that it's a wrong thing. If you have that energy, do people manipulate you?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
All the time.
Yeah, they do.
because you are oblivious to it. Because you have a point of view. Your point of view creates your reality. What if you're willing to manipulate? Then anybody will be able to manipulate you? If you knew everything going around, if you were aware and present, everything going around you, what this person is going to say, can they overpower you? Can they manipulate you?
No.
So you will not be willing to to manipulate. For what reason?
So the energy that I'm getting is, it's the lack of self-confidence and self-worth that doesn't let you manipulate. And uh, you can, I mean, like, that is coming from me. When I consider it as a bad word, probably. I don't want to be in the space of receiving judgment from people that she's mean, she's manipulative. That is what I'm getting.
So, is that true? Or is that a bought lie?
Sorry for yeah, it is a lie.
So, if you wanted somebody to be totally present with you, if you wanted to build a connection with somebody, if your purpose was to create a connection with somebody, for somebody to be present with you, to somebody to hear you, to somebody to talk and receive from, what would you do?
So
Would you go straight to the person and say, मेरी बात सुनो, मैं ऐसे कहना चाहती हूँ, ऐसे करो, वैसे नहीं करना, ऐसे नहीं करना, ऐसे कहोगे? कि you will wait a little while and ask yourself, what would create greater?
Second option, and that is what I've been choosing after we had a call, when you said, you should be speaking what other people want you to say to them. So I have been in that energy,
So
and things
isn't
have
that
really
manipulation?
yeah, it is. It is.
So is that wrong? Honoring somebody, saying something the other person will be able to hear, being aware of the energy they are being at that moment.
No, it is actually, it creates for both of us.
What if manipulation was a wrong word? जब आप मैनिपुलेट नहीं होना चाहते, तब लोग आपको मैनिपुलेट करते हैं. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracle, mystery, possibility can you and your body be to be the manipulator queen you truly be?
Wow, awesome. Yes.
And what would it take for you to be the master manipulator of this of your reality? To be always aware, to be always conscious, to always choose what works for you. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
How can you be the magical you? How can you be the magical you to manipulate to your advantage with total joy and with total ease and with total fun?
Hi.
Hi, everything
John.
will allow that. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad,
Yes.
bad, on nice, short, boys and beyond. Yes, Neera. Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, guys.
So-
All of you who joined, Usha, Yamini, Sumona, Param, Nipi, Payal. I don't know if I'm Manisha.
Hello, Kamal.
Hi. How are you guys?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. There is Kiki,
Good morning.
lovely to have you here. So we were talking, people who just joined, we were talking, today's topic is manipulation. So what comes up? What comes up when manipulation word comes up?
Lord Krishna
Awesome.
and
He
Mahabharata.
was a manipulator of magnitude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he was wrong, right?
No wonder he's worshipped, because he was totally wrong, And he's not only worshipped in India, but he's worshipped all the world over. Ishkons bane, what not. Some of my friends who belong to Argentina, Colombia and all, they worship him like anything right from childhood. Yeah, because he's wrong, That's why.
Everything that brought up, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all?
Yes.
Honestly, guys, whatever comes up, there is nothing wrong, there's nothing right. I was the biggest manipulator and I was so dishonest to myself, lying to myself all the time that I'm not a manipulator. I'm such a control freak of magnitude, but I always said, no, I'm not. And now I can stand up on top of the rooftop and shout, I am the manipulator queen. And I'm willing to be what energy, space, and consciousness, choice, magic, miracle, mystery, possibility can I be to be judged for all eternity? Everything that brings up in your world, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, honor, short, boys, and beyond. Can you go in, recognize, acknowledge where all you have been manipulating, even if not others have? I honestly come up with it. But how often have you manipulated yourself? I will get up a little 5 minutes later. Well, managed to do that myself. Never mind. You want to grab that woman and say she is late, but you will say, oh, never mind. Chalo, chai bana do mujhe. All that. What is that? Every way you got your work done, ungli tedi karke, ghee nikala apne. Is that manipulation? So honestly, who can say here in this group of 17 people that I have never manipulated? No, not to me, to your own self. Everything that doesn't allow you to do that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? ये मिथ तोड़ देते हैं यार, आज तोड़ देते हैं ये सब, आज बन जाते हैं जो हम हैं, चुन लेते हैं आज अपने आप को.
Yes, and also, Kamal, we are the biggest liars in the world. How much we hate. कोई झूठ बोले हमें, कोई हमें झूठ बोले हमें कितना बुरा लगता है ना. We react, all our antennas go up and all that. झूठ कैसे बोला? Look at us, all the time lying to us. Every second we are lying to ourselves. That we are small, we are tiny, we are not good, we are not enough. हम तो कुछ भी नहीं है. कोई हमारा, all that. We're so magnificent. We're brilliant. And how much we lie to, how much we manipulate, हम बोलते we are not manipulators, we बोलते we are not liars, And you said one more thing in the beginning, 3 things that we are not. We say, we think we are not. I mean, we presume we are not, we perceive we are not, but we are. Time to acknowledge it. And so what?
Time to acknowledge it.
क्या हो गया? Manipulators है तो क्या हो गया? Big deal हो गया ना. So, and let's work it to our advantage. And now, of course, it's time to stop saying nice to ourselves. It's time to perceive how bright, how brilliant, how great we are, whatever we are. We just are. That's it.
Just because you exist.
Yes. What a gift we are to the earth, to everybody around us. They are also gifts. But right now, let's acknowledge that we are a gift too, And yeah.
So, any questions about manipulation? Everywhere you promised yourself, everywhere you're bound and determined to never dominate, never control, never manipulate, never orchestrate, never choose you. And just being stuck in where you are in your life, you're living your reality, would you now just destroy and uncreate that, revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce that for all eternity, right now? Everything doesn't allow that. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, on nice, short, boys. And the beautiful thing is that if you say, or you don't want to be manipulated, or you don't want to manipulate somebody, people will manipulate you. Is that something that you would like to have in your life? How much potency are you using with the impotency you are choosing? You keep, like Neera said, you keep telling yourself you're important. But then who are you? You are an infinite being. Who are you? You're being created by the creator. Himself, itself, what self? I don't know. So when you're discounting yourself, who are you discounting? The creator. Is that what you want to do? Is that what's working for you? Could I use this energy to my advantage? What if it was a free flow energy? Energy is energies, guys. It's not good, bad. It's your perception about it which makes it good, bad, ugly. Energy is just energy. How are you going to use this energy to your advantage? We are doing a money circle book, and we are all the time, anything that comes across in our lives, we say, okay, that energy, money in my bank account. We all direct it towards a bank account. Would you be willing to do that? For whatever energy, whichever energy comes to you, just transform it because you are an infinite being, because you can do it just for fun, just because you can. Okay, not here, into my bank account. Will you be willing to will you be willing to direct it to your bank account? No good. Nobody is willing to have that. Only my people, my book reading club is willing to have that.
No, we will have that.
Nobody else is willing to have that.
We are willing big time.
Me too.
Maybe Neera.
No, me too.
Okay, Angela. We allow Angela, okay?
Yeah.
What it would be, sorry, easy for me to say. What would it be like to have fun? Fun with everything. And that creates money for you. मेरे पैर में बल पड़ गया है. Okay.
किसी का कुछ चल रहा है. I don't know. Everyone is not on mute.
Please mute. Please, if you want to talk, fine. If you don't want to, mute yourself, please, because this gets
some news or something's going on. ऐसे in the background. मेरे को TV चल रहा है. ऐसे लग रहा है.
Rainy is also an infinite being. She does 10 things at a time. Listens to the music, listens to Kamal, does something else also. Awesome. No. I do like that. I have 10 things going on. We can't do with 1 or 2 things. We have to have 10 things working.
Restless soul.
No. I know that also, Rini. Rini, I thought I was a restless soul. But you have to watch Dane. You have to watch one of Dane's classes. That guy never sits.
Acha.
He is, I mean, जैसे हम हमारे दिमाग में guru या कोई somebody great or somebody teaching us something and knows a lot, and we hold him in pedestal and we'll say, oh my God, he's so serene and all. This guy, he's autistic, he is OCD, he is ADHD, ADHD, everything. And you have to
And-
see him. He is so restless. And then after looking at him, I found there's so much to do. We got so many things going in our head. We're not one thing we'll finish and we'll do that. So if you are a infinite being of magnitude, you would be doing million things. And when you're doing million things, you have to be up and about and aware and conscious in every now moment. What's wrong with that?
I know. It's
That's a capacity, that's an ability that we always say restless hai. No, that person is more aware.
Lovely. Lovely added. You know, I always thought like that. Maybe I'm meeting the wrong people these days.
Yeah, you're meeting the wrong people. We
Yes,
are your
like
people. We are your people.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. जो भी कहता है बच्चों को कहता है बैठते नहीं है ये नहीं करते वो children are aware beings. They are infinite beings in small bodies and you want to control them. You want to put them on a track. Think only one thing. एक काम खत्म करो फिर everybody used to say एक काम ये 10 काम करती है. इधर इसकी knitting पड़ी है, इधर इसकी embroidery पड़ी है, इधर इसकी painting पड़ी है, इधर ये class कर रही है, इधर ये, and everybody would say ये एक काम क्यों नहीं कर रही? My mother would say एक काम क्यों नहीं कर लेती? I can't. I have to have 10 things going, or maybe now a million things. Who cares? I have 3 books. I used to have 3 books. Now I have a Kindle, so that's beautiful. I used to have 3 books lying around. Jhansi mein utha ke padhni hai, 3, 4. I used to have books stacked on my shelf next to my bed. Always open. You come to my room, you will see my scattered books and computer. I have a table on a computer on it, and everything is at my beck and call. Would you like that? And use it to your advantage. How much fun? Okay. What if besides having fun, you could trick people into having your way? Would that be wrong?
That is wrong. It's like telling a lie only.
Really? Is that wrong? You've never done it. Kiki, you've never done it?
No, I hate telling lies and I hate that kind of
What are telling lies?
manipulation.
What are lies? What are lies to you? Even Krishnji was a liar. Do you like that God?
Oh yes, definitely.
So how can you like him? He was the liar of magnitude, manipulator of magnitude. How can you like him if you don't like lying?
Don't ask, but I don't. I cannot tell a lie.
It's not you,
I
my
do
love.
get.
It's not you. It's this reality that we have bought into. What says jhoot bolna kharab hai.
Seriously, these days this question is really bothering me because I'm glad you picked up this topic because this is my vital topic. I realized that जब भी कोई छोटा मोटा झूठ बोल के देखा था तो जिंदगी बहुत बेहतर चल रही थी. जिस दिन हम अपनी रियलिटी में वो गिल्ट में आ गए कि यार ये तो बहुत गलत कर रहे हैं हम, and must be with the truth, and there you go, mess up everything. The other person is hurt, you are hurt, you're totally wrecked, and then I'm going through this state of confusion. Was I right? Am I right now?
You're so rightly said. And when you don't want to, it's not a lie.
Yes.
No, you give it a name. It's something that you use to get your way done. And it didn't hurt anybody.
Yes. In fact, maybe things were better. And
things
here
with the other person
feels
good, you feel good. Why wouldn't you use it to your advantage? Indra wants
and
link. Excuse me, can somebody put the link in the group, please? For me? I'll be grateful. How to
So
send.
if with the
निशा, जो
hating
मेरा
hurt-
पोस्ट रेनी, I'll come back to you. ने जो मैंने पोस्ट डाला हुआ है वही फिर से शेयर कर दो प्लीज. Not forward but share. Click on it, go to share, and then I've sent it. Thank you so much, Manisha. Yes, Rainy.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Rainy, we come back to you. You unmute yourself, love.
Yeah, I said in case with the lie, we are keeping someone happy. Or maybe not even lie, we're not kind of really telling them the real picture. And they're blissful. And we are blissful. And well, it's been a good situation. And suddenly you go through guilt. No. You know, we've been conditioned to believe that sach bolna chahiye, and there you come with the truth, and there you go.
Okay, I'll give you, there is one very senior person in Access, Simone Melasses. Everybody knows her. I mean, heard of her, I think, here in this group. They were in from Access Consciousness. And so she said one day she went out. Hi, good morning, Indra. Sorry for keeping you waiting. So she said one day she went for a shopping and she brought million things to please her partner, and she came into the room. She rang the bell, and she had to ring the bell twice, and the guy came up. Brandon was her partner, and he is also in Access. So he came up and he was watching a TV, and he just came up with just in his own thoughts, opened the door and went back to sit and watch the TV. He didn't even notice that that lady had a full handful of everything full of bags in her hand, and she got very upset that he didn't even take the bags from her. So she kept the bags on the table and said, I did not like this. You didn't even see I had these bags in my hand. You didn't even help. I've got all these things for you, and you did. So he's from Access Consciousness. He's a manipulator. So he said, okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't look. I was so okay, you go back again. So she took all the bags and went back again. And she banged the bell, and he opened the door, and he told her, oh, darling, you got so many things. Give me some bags. I'll help you. He took the bags from her and put it there. It was all a drama. But she says she felt so good. She felt so good for asking him to do that, and he did that. बीच में तो कुछ नहीं है, कहानी लाई है. If you would call it in this reality. Yeah. But she said she felt so good because even when you ask for it and you get it, you feel so good. How about us asking for it, guys? Isn't that manipulation?
Absolutely.
Where do we think that the other person should think about it? Should think in my head? It doesn't happen like that.
So, Kamal, actually, what is the truth and what is a lie? हम लोगों सब लोग perceive
according to how you perceive it.
Yes, and एक story है ना, 6 blind लोग थे. उनको blindfold कर दिया and put them at different points. They show an elephant. They'd never seen an elephant. तो उन्होंने elephant के eyes, this is a story, and 6 को आसपास it gives, and what is this in front of you? So one saw the tail and said, oh, it's an animal. It's a plat. Someone had the leg and said, oh, I think it's a big log of wood. So everyone had different opinions. They were just a perception. They were just an opinion, and that's what we have. Like, my truth definitely is not your truth. Pakka, wo to hai hi hai. The way I perceive something A would be something different. That doesn't make you a liar or you wrong, and me a liar and me wrong. So what is the truth for you is only, that's why Dane and Gary तो कितना ज़्यादा बोलते हैं कि हमारा truth भी buy मत करो. Find your truth. What is your truth? Just, and then what is true for you is actually going to work for you. So coming to the other person, अगर तुमको दूसरा, now this is my experience, मेरे को जब दूसरा person बहुत झूठा लगता है कि वो सारा time देखो झूठ ही बोल रहा है, and I want to prove that वो झूठ बोल रहा है, you know. So I've got somewhere he's reflecting me actually. मुझे मेरे हिसाब से. So because I'm the one who's so
everybody is mirroring you.
He's mirroring me. All the time I'm lying to myself. Oh, Neera, you're not enough. You can't speak. You don't have a voice. You're a woman. Whatever definitions I have of me, I'm lying to myself. I cannot see it myself. So God places. Not God. I mean, I place some people here who mirroring me. Achha, you're a lie. You're a lie. And I, in my world, are thinking, no. That's where you sit with yourself and see what is the truth and what is a lie. Or anyway, everything is Mayavi. Everything. And when you get to that stage, you know, and don't give so much credence, don't give so much importance and significance to any one thing in your life, even to a liar who's standing in front of you, your world will shift, you know.
World will shift, yes. Yeah, if you are a manipulator, if you increase your manipulation, people will think you're wonderful. People will think if you are not the, like Gary says, if you are interested rather than being interesting, people will think you are amazing because you are asking them, you are interested in them. Everybody wants people to be interested in us. So rather than telling them your story, ask for their story. Isn't that manipulation? Isn't that a connection that you want to build? So are you all willing to be a manipulator of magnitude now?
Yes. An awareness, an example came up, Kamal, of how to use even a lie to your advantage, you know. I mean, make it work for you. If not advantage, you make it work. So we have a driver who we all know, my husband and I know he lies through his teeth in the sense that we send him a grocery shopping, vegetable shopping. And wo zarur andar se 10 rupees, 20 rupees, yahan, wahan. That's the way we know that. We are aware of it. But why have we kept him? पहले I used to fight, you know, liar, तूने झूठ बोला नहीं, वो इतने का है, वो ऐसे है, तूने तो कहा है, all that. Then I said, stop. Now let me see the pros and cons. So what's going to work for me? He's efficient otherwise, very, very efficient. Like, you know, he knows even all the social media stuff. He knows WhatsApp, he knows screenshots. He goes and he can talk in English, he can Google Map, all that. Okay. So he serves me a lot. That purpose, and he's a very good driver. Okay. So what comes? All this comes up, and this lie that he keeps on saying, nahi, ye to sabji 80 rupees kilo hai, even if it was 60 rupees kilo, all that. So then we know that. We tell him, देखो हमें पता है 60 है, तुम 80 बोल रहे हो, and it's fine. So in our minds, we give it's a tip for him. We would have given him a tip otherwise. So we're a little more aware जब वो हिसाब देता है. That's it. So what is working? He's a liar, no doubt. But even that liar is working for us because that thing is working for us in the sense. So I do it like that, you know. So
Gary always says, thank you, Neera. Gary always says, I'd rather know what the person is, because when I know he's a liar or he's a cheat, I can use that to my advantage. एक husband तौलिया बेड पे फेंकेगा ही, हम सारी जिंदगी वो उस पे लड़ाई करते रहते हैं. Now you know. Can you see it as it is? Is that man more important to you or the towel on the bed? Is that seat up on the toilet is better for you or your man? So same way, everything is not as cut and dried and as you see it. How do you want to see it? If you see that lie only and you don't see anything else, I have learned this a very bad way. My husband was an alcoholic and my bottle was the only thing I could see. I couldn't see anything beyond that. I couldn't see the great human being, the thorough gentleman that he was. Everything was kept. We do that. Everything is left on the side, and only what we want to see, we want to see. I got access very late. So guys, be aware and be the biggest manipulator you can truly be. You are. Acknowledge it. Hi, Gitu.
Hi, Kaval.
So, any questions about manipulation?
Kaval asked everybody what manipulation means for them.
I did. I think you joined.
I think
late.
everyone should
But
give
not
one
many
answer.
people
It's
said
not wrong.
anything.
Yeah, because
What
why have
what
they
do
made
you
it
mean?
wrong? वो वाला आ जाएगा सामने.
Nida, what does? What does
Ma'am,
it
I
mean?
have a question, Kavaljeet ji.
Okay, let's go to Yamini. Okay, yes, Yamini.
Ma'am, how can like अगर कोई manipulate कर सकता है to a child जो बहुत addicted है मोबाइल के लिए, वो बहुत झूठ बोल रहा है. How can I use that lie? मैं बहुत टच हुई हूँ आपने जो
अभी
एग्जांपल
आए
दिया
हो?
ना हस्बैंड.
Yamini,
नहीं मैं आई हुई हूँ काफी देर से आई हूँ और
you didn't get
थोड़ा
your
सा
answer
clarity.
from all the talk that we did?
थोड़ा मिला है लेकिन I want little more clarity ये ग्रुप पे थोड़ा सा और.
Are you willing to manipulate?
Yes.
Do you make him wrong for what he does?
Yes. Yes.
Is he really wrong? Or he is
I
wrong
think-
because you think he is wrong?
Because I think he is wrong.
अभी तो हम बोलते थे बच्चों को बिल्कुल फोन नहीं देखो, टीवी पे नहीं देखो, आंखें खराब हो जाती है. And look what's happening.
Yeah.
The classes, everything is on the phone nowadays. My Mali leaves his phone at home because children require it. The maid leaves her phone at home because children require it. That has become such a necessity. So what is right and what's wrong? Is any of those two things right or wrong? Your point of view creates your reality. What is your point of view? If you allow him to do what he does, would you have your son with you? Would you rather have your son or him not picking up the phone? Or he not playing with the phone? Choice. If nothing was right or nothing was wrong, what choice would you choose? What would you choose? Manipulators are being catalyst for a different possibility. Gary says, I manipulate all the time. You can manipulate him to choose more for him. Ask a question. You don't have to manipulate him to get what you want. You can manipulate for him to choose greater.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. लग रहा है अभी कुछ समझ में आ रहा है कुछ डोर मेरे हाथ से.
Functioning from the kingdom of we, not me.
Okay, if may I ask here, like choose
Thank you.
for that.
Yamini, can we go to Usha?
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Gratitude.
Yes, Usha.
Yes, just not like you said, like let him choose to be greater than not us choosing for that person, but let that person choose by himself or herself. So what question can we ask for that to have peace for him.
Exactly what I said. How can I manipulate him to choose greater for himself?
Okay.
How can I manipulate to get him to choose greater for him or her? If you become you, don't I become aware of me? If somebody around you is being themselves, don't you get aware of yourself? Is it making any sense? When you are around people, don't you become aware of who you are? You become really clear about what's going on.
If there is
You become clear of where you stand. What is important to you? What is your reality? Is that true or not?
if there is a third party coming in between of anyone,
Still you get clear about how they are functioning, how I am functioning. Would you like to choose your reality? Or you would like to align and agree or resist and react? Just a choice. If you use intensity and force, you lose the power of manipulation. And when you manipulate or orchestrate, you make things happen easily. Life becomes more easy. You get clear. Rather than going into the drama, and that same story, and resist and react, and line and agree, and where you are in the cesspool. What works for you? That is the question. Getting aware of what works for you. Am I making any sense, guys?
Lots and lots of sense. Thank you, Kavan. Tons of sense.
May I ask? I raised my
Yes,
hand.
please. Yes.
Okay, just one second. All right. So first of all, thank you for sharing. I want to ask, like, you all already said this is what manipulation is. The question here arises, uh, वो awareness नहीं आती कई बार उस चीज को करने की, and especially when you are doing business. In terms of sales वाले जो रहते हैं, the way they call and they manipulate and all. So even I would just be vulnerable and say her that I do not have the nash for it, like how to do it, and like मतलब कहीं ना कहीं कहते हैं ना वो दिल गवाही नहीं देता है कि आप मैनिपुलेट करो चीजों को. तो if anything that you
आप
can
ये बताओ मुझे
share
कि
here.
जब वो आपके पास कोई सेल्समैन आता है और वो यूज करता है फोर्स, एफर्ट, इंटेंसिटी, do you buy things from them?
फोन पे जब वो पुश करते हैं like for products like loans and all, we don't, but yeah, if there are certain products like right these days things are all virtual and there are ads that attract you and you click and you definitely go and buy. That is there. और जो आपका
So
सवाल है, हाँ
my
पहले जब
question is, please listen to the question.
Sure.
My question is, when somebody is using force, intensity, and effort, even when you want to buy it, do you get put off?
No, what I was saying was that when you said जब कोई आके ऐसा करता है, yes, we end up at times we end up buying it. Yes.
You do. You buy into you cut off your awareness and buy into the lie. You don't see the intensity. Mere paas to, I don't know about the others, but when somebody comes and even I go to the shop, I am all made to buy it. I'm all decided. I've got the money in my bag and I go to buy something and there's some person is so, yeah, madam, yeah, but ma'am, yeah, force and intensity. I just like to run away from that place. I become aware that this is not true. What is?
हाँ,
Is,
जैसे ये भी ले लो,
is
वो
that
भी ले
true
लो,
for
तो I
anybody
have a
else here?
choice.
Is that true for anybody else here? Or you buy it just because people is...
No, it's so true, Kamal. Beauty parlor में जाओ, eyebrows कराने जाओ, facial ले लो, ये ले लो, वो ले लो. They force it. Then you don't want to do anything. Listen, हमको eyebrows भी नहीं करने. I'm just going home. That's the energy like you're talking about, right? So true.
हाँ, I
But-
guess आप compulsive buying बोल रहे हो, compulsive buying नहीं करती. जब कोई एकदम force कर रहा है तो नहीं. हाँ, कोई request कर रहा है और अगर मुझे लगता है मुझे उसकी help करनी है, then I would.
That
Otherwise, I
is what
wouldn't.
my question was. You can't help anybody, sorry. But that is what question is. Force and effort and intensity comes towards me, I run.
Okay.
I become aware that there is this. हम क्यों? आपको कोई चीज बेचनी होती है तो हम, it's there. It is right there. Yes, if a person asks me, ये क्या है, इसका कौन सा मटेरियल है, ये कैसे कितना काम करेगा, कि yes, I will like to listen or I will like to tell them. Both cases, either I'm me selling or somebody else selling. But if I say, नहीं नहीं ये तो बड़े अच्छे हैं, ये तो जरूर ले लो, ये आज कर देंगे, ये तो आपके घर में ये, people run away. I run away. People are not bloody fools. People are aware of there's some energy here of control.
Kanwal, is it
so-
something to do that pulling energy so that the one who offer us some amount something that they have a tendency of pulling our energy so that we are to buy the product from them? Is there a pulling energy or we can
So
do
that
a
what
pushing?
would be, okay, I will ask you, what would be the pulling energy for you to buy something? What does a person have to do to pull your energy to buy something? What does the what do you say, the salesman, how he has to be, how he has to speak for you to buy that? Who would you buy from?
From this person, right? If they give us by saying, oh, this is the good product, this, that, it means they are manipulating us and pulling our energy to get we buy the product to them and give.
There is a very thin line, and everybody here I get knows it. There's a very thin line of where you will buy. You cut off your awareness, people are forcing you, you will buy it. But if you are an aware being, you know people are manipulating you. Don't you come to know people are manipulating you? I want a record thing and somebody's selling me some local thing and he's going on, ye record lene aayo, nahi nahi ye nahi lo, ye lo. Wouldn't you? It could be genuine and you will get the energy of that if you're present. It might be local and it might be as good as that. Usually we know these big companies have to, they raise up their prices because they have to spend so much on their advertising. We pay for the advertising too. So when you buy a branded thing, same thing might be very good in some other shop and very cheap, but we will buy a brand name just because they are advertising it. Are you aware? Or you are only aware of buying something branded? If your priority is to buy something branded, you will give any amount of money. But if your priority is to have a good stuff and not go for branded stuff. You will get if you ask for it. Sometimes I've got jeans for 400 rupees. They lasted more than the 4,000 one I bought from Levi's. How does that happen? All these materials are made in one place, few places, and people just put their brand name on it. Are you aware of that?
Yes, totally. Kaval, coming back to my question, you very rightly, I would not say rightly, you very nicely addressed that are you aware when someone is manipulating and all. My question was, however, what awareness I'm looking here is that sales, definitely people do it. But then for your own business, you have to do certain things. Okay. So at times I contract, though I know others are doing this is what is there, though I am not choosing it lightly for myself. Then you talk about manipulation, so that is what my ask was. How, because aap sikhaye the, you can always use it for your advantage, right? In a book read also you shared this, so this is what, like, how can actually I start using it? That's what my question is.
That's a question that makes me so heavy, because I know the product that I am. I know the product that the books are. I know the product that Access is.
Mhm.
Putting that forward to people, I totally get you. You are much ahead of me. I totally paralyzed. So that's not one of a question that I can really answer so well to you, because I am also looking for myself to step up. And it's so much, it so much drilled into us, ingrained, that becomes so much of our reality for trillions of years, that, and we never see the gift that we are. We never see that how much of a contribution we are, how much of a contribution Access is. And I'm the medium, and I can change the world. I can see that. I can see the change that people have had after few sessions. There is a few people I can even name here who just tend a few things and change their lives. Completely change their lives. Haven't done any bars or any other class. How does that happen? I know this product is so amazing, and I know I am amazing.
I get you. I hear you. Back of the mind, what you're saying. I hear you.
So I would like also to know how else, what else? I keep asking questions, and not that I'm still where I was. I have moved a lot ahead. I'm more of me now, but it's a journey. You never reach. I'm a work in progress.
Thank you.
So before I stop, now you told me this, I would like to inform all of you, we have a wonderful book. Access has a wonderful book written by Gary.
Yay!
Written by Gary, and he was a channeler, so he channeled Rasputin, a being without body, and that was the book that they both wrote. And that book, he says, if you do it 100 times, you go 100 millions. The money flow starts coming to you. And I have seen people who have changed their lives. I have one or two videos audios which I can, if I find it, I can put it in the group. So we are doing it from the 1st February. We are starting this book, and we're going to do this book 100 times. Every one time will take 4 days. This book is about 85 pages. So 1 or 2 pages in the beginning, introduction or something. So we will have to read 20 pages every day. Come with
Kamal,
your
is it a
questions.
read? Sorry, I'm interrupting. Just want to know, is it a read or is it like a facilitation read?
In 4 days, we can't read the 80 pages and then facilitate also.
Okay, so it'll be like a read
So
and sometimes beach
you will read, that's what I'm saying, that you will read 20 pages every day.
Okay.
And you will come with your questions, and then there will be lots of whatever facilitation, whatever your questions are. And if they are not answered in these 4 days, first one read, then they will be answered in the second 4 days of the second read, and the third 4 days of the third read. So we're going for 400 days, doing 100 times the same book to create magic in our lives. And if you do one book for 4 days, is just 750 rupees if you do it for 4 days, one book. But if you do the whole 100 days, which will come to 75,000 rupees, but we are gifting it to you, just 10,000. So if you're with us doing this book for 400 days, just 10,000, you can change your monetary reality completely. So this is an invitation. And we might, Gitu and we might be talking today or tomorrow on Facebook about this book also.
Yes.
We want
I
as
was
many
about to
as
say that.
we want as many as people who like to join us. If you want to join one book, one day, one book, one read, 750 rupees. So every time, or you want to just do it 2 days, or you want to do it 10, 20, whatever, that will be 750 for each. But if you want to do all of them together, be with us for 400 days and create magic. It's going to be from 8 to 9 at night in the evening. If there is any other, somebody said if you can do it from 8:30 to 9:30, I have no problem. Only my book reading club, I will want to ask them, because they are the one who have been, we are the one who has been choosing to do this. So I'd ask them, if they don't have any problem, we can have it from 8:30 to 9:30.
First of all, thank you so much for coming up and saying this. And yes, though I would have checked with Kaval as she brought it up, how about today, 3 p.m., we come live and we talk about the book?
Yes.
We'll confirm.
3 p.m.
So
we
one
will,
request.
you can
Yes.
all join us. We can have a
3
Zoom
p.m.
again at 3 p.m.
Yes, yes.
You can all join us. We'll talk about this book. And let's do it.
Yes, and it's a fantastic idea cover. It's one of the such a great. I saw it yesterday. I said, I think I replied immediately. Wow, because अपने से कितनी भी कोशिश करो, you're aware. Gary has said 100 times read karo, but the reading, for me, I'm talking about myself. I'm reading it for the 24th time, I think.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll be reading it 24 times exactly. In these 10 years, I could only read 23 times.
Yeah. And sometimes I finish it in 2 days. And 2 hours, sorry, not 2 days. Sometimes I finish it in 2 hours. The book is, 85 pages, right? To pad sakte ho. And sometimes I take 2 months, but I don't make myself wrong. The energy of the book is always with me. It's under my pillow. It's near my bed. In fact, I got 2 of them. So, kidhar na kidhar to nazar pad hi jayegi. It's on my Kindle. But thank you. This is such a fabulous idea. And also I have one testimonial which I heard and saw on YouTube. I'm going to share it in this group, I'll just find that out. This lady did that and she said,
yeah, her life changed. Yeah, she was in England.
She's in the US now. Yeah.
Okay.
She said, the facilitator told her 100 times kardo, but she followed it. She said, I did it. Like, I think within a month she had done 100 times, right? You can do it अगर every day. सिर्फ 2 घंटे लगते हैं अगर पढ़ने में, तो अगर तुम 6 घंटे भी लगाओ एक दिन में, you can read it thrice, right?
She lived with it. She had it with her. She recorded it. I recorded it too. The whole book I've recorded, and I ran it for so many times. But and it has changed my money reality. Amazing money reality has, I have changed. Not like her. Maybe I wasn't willing to.
Yeah. And Kaval, since yesterday when you shared, 2 people replied that is it possible to shift the time after dinner? I said I'll check. And today when we come live, let's see what query shows up.
Yeah.
And certain people are like from 9 to 10 or something like after dinner. If that is
8:30 to
possible.
9 we can do.
Yeah.
And then there was a question in our group. There was people were saying, you want to have money, but you have all the inhibitions, you have all the points of views. ऐसे होगा 8:30 बजे होएगी तो मैं money लूंगी, 8 बजे होएगी तो नहीं. If you want to do it, you can create it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
It's
want to
just
add
a
something
choice.
more here
It's
about,
just a choice.
yeah, it's about the timings also, because if money is energy and if we are energy, if everything is energy, even the book is an energy, okay? I did something like that, so that's why I just want to share it. Like I remember when 9 hours koi global ka aaya tha, right? I couldn't attend the whole call. So what I do is I don't switch off the thing. I keep it on. Volume low hai, energy to aa rahi hai na. I'm not present, okay? Present in the sense that I'm not watching it. But if I'm energy and if they are energy and everything they're talking is energy and everything is energy, so then I ask that energy, okay, energy, that let me receive it. However, not watching it, not being present, sleeping, doing whatever. And that's what, I mean, this is just an invitation that sometimes we have this fixed point of view, कि no, हमने everything सुनना है 8 से 9 है, तो तभी हमको समझ आएगी. This book is not about समझना. Sorry. ये तो मैं पहले ही बोल दूं. It's a, you know, let's put you down there.
No, I have a big, because my facilitators are starting from the 12th of February. And they are at 5 o'clock in the evening. And from 5 to 5 in the morning. And that time I will have to change it, because you have to be present. You have to have a video. If you are not being seen by them, they will invite you to switch it on. That is one prereq that you have to attend the class present. You have to be present if in the class. So for those days, I will tell you now only, we will have to shift the timings. So that is also there.
Yeah, so let's, one request, I'll just after this call, I'll create the event and share the link on Fun Aging. Please, everyone, Usha ji, Neera ji, please circulate about the 3 p.m. Event so that many people can benefit and they can join and, they can, because awareness aayegi, so definitely whoever wants to show up, they'll show up, right?
Just 100 rupees per one read. I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
So guys, see you at 3 o'clock. How does it get any better than this? And please, each one of you can circulate it to anybody you want to. Just for fun. No point of view. Isko karungi to ye, isko no, just do it.
And well, it will be in English, right? Or it's
yeah, it will be in English. I
no.
will have to stop myself from speaking in Punjabi and Hindi.
No, because if I invite my Indonesian friends, they will not understand. Thank you.
Please post it on a V group also.
Sorry?
V group पे आप post करते हो ना?
हाँ, वो कर देंगे, हम लोग करेंगे, और जो मैं भूल भी जाऊं, आप लोग डुप्लीकेट कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, वो करेंगे.
Duplicate कर सकते हैं. You can put it as many times wherever you want.
मैं अभी 5 मिनट में इवेंट बना के शेयर कर रही हूँ लिंक, then please
so
start.
all of you can share it in the groups that you are in.
Groups and put it as your status.
More people, more NG. They say satsang?
Yes.
Awesome. How much fun? Is there any limit to fun? Everywhere we have put a limit to fun, would we be willing to destroy none?
Yes.
Right, wrong,
So,
good, awkward, honest, short boys and beyonds. Yes.
Cover one request.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, just one request. Can we do a clearing today, or maybe an energy pull? Rather energy pull, and then we end this.
Energy pull or clearing? What clearing?
Energy pull. Energy pull.
What clearing do you want for energy pull?
No, I'm saying let's do an energy pull today. You do it so fantastically. Neera ji, you go ahead. You were saying something.
Yeah, no, I was just wanting to give the suspense away of the book. You know, it's a spoiler alert. But मेरा दिल कर रहा है, मैं दे दूँ वो cover.
बोलो.
About the book. So the book का नाम है How to Become Money Worth Book, right? वो money की जगह myself होना चाहिए. How to be more of me workbook है. It's just so fantastic. The more you read it, the more, oh, it's all about me.
It is
Ye
about
money
you.
kya
It is
hai?
about you, Neera, because how
Yeah,
to
that's the
become
spoiler
money.
alert.
1 minute.
Yeah.
You are Neera, but
Yes.
you are not thinking you are money.
Yes.
How to become money is how to become you.
Yes. And that's the spoiler alert. You know, guys, don't do it. Choose karoge, you'll get to know so much about yourself, which you don't want to know.
Don't do
So
it.
that's what I'm talking about. You
It
know,
is beyond much
it's much
beyond money.
and nothing. It's not even to understand. That's the beauty of the book. You don't have to understand. पहली बार मैंने पढ़ा तो मैं ये क्या है? पहले तो the energy of the book doesn't call to you. It lay in my cupboard for 1.5 years. Amazon के ही wrapper में. I didn't open it. It took me 1.5 years. I don't remember. I think some facilitator was doing it. I opened it up. And then when I read it also with, I say, क्या है? हमें कुछ समझ तो आ नहीं रहा. Oh my God. I think in the 6th or 7th or 8th read, समझना क्या? My cells started tingling with joy. So guys, don't choose if you don't want joy. क्या करना है joy? क्या करना है fun in your life? So
Okay.
it's
Can
a
I
spoiler
share
alert.
here? Can I share here? I also read.
Guys, for
Can
money
I, 1
workbook, I'll
minute,
request
let me
if you
stop the
can.
recording.
Yeah, and I'm requesting.